a temple is a religious institution. Now, if we deconstruct this category, and especially if we think about the narrative pattern, see that building a temple or funding a temple or rebuilding or refunding a temple was for a king a proof of legitimacy. So if you separate politics and religion here, you just don't understand what's going on. Because a king, well, according to our categories, is a very political institution. And a temple is a religious institution, so it doesn't work. So we have to accept that ancient Judeans, like all ancient people in their time, didn't separate between religion and politics as we do. And that doesn't have to do with theocracy, that doesn't have to do with fundamentalism, with being pious people. No, they were perfectly rational people. But the way they understand the science was totally different from ours. If I have a story in 1st and 2nd Maccabees telling about and focusing about the temple, on the temple, it doesn't mean that the authors were religious people. And it doesn't mean that they were talking about religious issues. No, they were talking about very political issues. They're talking about political destabilization. They're talking about political legitimacy, and they're building a legitimizing narrative for the sake of the Hasmonean dynasty. So one interesting thing is that Jason is not only charged for building a gymnasium, is also charged for proposing to Antiochus IV to raise the taxes, in particular in order to build his gymnasium. So the author very shrewdly combines a cultural issue, Hellenism, a religious issue, presenting the gymnasium as an anti-temple, a fiscal issue, raising the taxes, and a political issue, destroying the temple. In modern scholarship, there was a way of thinking that the author of 2nd Maccabees speaks about the temple, and that's it. Well, no. He speaks about the temple, he speaks about the gymnasium, but he uses the temple and the gymnasium as two basic symbols to which he aggregates, he adds all the notions that are relevant for him and which apparently were relevant during the revolt. So once I located 1st and 2nd Maccabees in the court, I got to a completely different story, and of course the nature of this text was totally different from the one accepted in the previous scholarship.